parallel lines, a transversal, and a total of 8 angles are formed. Let's study about them. These are two parallel lines P and Q. When I say that P is parallel to Q, that means they never meet and the distance between P and Q always stays the same. These two parallel lines are intersected by a third line, and this third line is called as a transversal. We will denote this transversal by T. When this transversal intersects P and Q at different points, the points are this and this, a total of 8 angles are formed. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, and angle 8. All these angles have been given the special name, so let's study about them. Interior angles. As the name is telling you, interior angles means which lie on the interior side of both the parallel lines, means in the interior portion of this one. So which are those? Angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, and angle 6. These are the interior angles. Next one, exterior angles. As the name is telling you, which are on the exterior sides of parallel lines, means in this portion and in this portion. Which are those? 1, angle 2, angle 7, and angle 8. So these are the exterior angles. Next one, corresponding angles. Angle 1 and angle 5, these are the corresponding angles. Why? Because this is one of the pair of corresponding angles, angle 1 and angle 5, because they correspond to each other. They are on the same side of transversal and on the same side of the parallel lines. They both are on the right side and on the upper side of the parallel lines, correct? So 1 and 5. My other pair of corresponding angles will be 2 and 6, this one and this one. So angle 2 and angle 6 is the another pair. Can you name the another pair of the corresponding angles? Okay, this goes over 6. It is 3 and 7. So angle 3 and angle 7. And the last pair is 4 and 8. Angle 4 and angle 8. Then we have alternate interior angles. When we talk of interior, it means I'm talking of 3, 4, 5, and 6 because they are on the interior portion of the parallel lines. And then we have a word alternate. Alternate means skipping one of the angle. Like if you have the counting 3, 4, 5, 6, then after 3, the alternate number will be 5 because we need to skip this 4. So over here, angle 3 and angle 5 is a pair of alternate interior angles. So after 3, skip 4 and come to 5. So angle 3 and 5 means, can you see this opposite one? Angle 3 and angle 5 are the alternate interior angles. Can you name a next one? Of course, 4 and 6. So if I have 3, 4, 5, 6, then after 4, skip this 5 and you have 6. So my next pair of alternate interior angle is angle 4 and angle 6. The way we have alternate interior angles, similarly we have the alternate exterior angles. Same concept. Look at the exterior angles. Which one? 1, 2, 8, 7. And when I'm saying alternate, means skipping 1. So after 1, 2, we have 1, 2, 7, and 8. So after 1, skip this 2, you have 7. So angle 1 is alternate to angle 7 in terms of exterior angle. So the one pair is angle 1 and angle 7. And my next pair will be, if I take this 2, I will skip 7 and I have 8. So angle 2 is alternate to angle 8 in terms of exterior angles. My last pair of angles are the interior angles on the same side of transversal, which are called as co-interior angles as well. Now, the angles are interior, so means I'm concerned with 3, 4, 5, 6, and they should be on the same side of transversal, means if I'm taking 4, which is the another interior angle on the same side of transversal, means on this side, on right side, it's 4 and 5. So my one pair of co-interior angles is angle 4 and angle 5, and for 3, which is the co-interior angle 6, because they both are on this side of transversal. So my next pair of co-interior angles is angle 3 and angle 6. So these are 8 pair of angles, 8 angles which are classified as interior, exterior, corresponding alternate interior, alternate exterior, and co-interior angles. Now, for these angles, I have some relations for these angles. So this was angle 1, 2, then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, whenever two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, we have these kind of relations that first one is each pair of corresponding angles are equal. That means angle 1, which is the corresponding one, 5. So angle 1 will be always equal to angle 5. The other pair of corresponding angle is 2 and 6. So angle 2 is always equal to 6. Angle 3 will be equal to angle 7, and finally angle 4 will be equal to angle 8. Always remember, corresponding angles are always equal. My next relation of which of these angles is each pair of alternate interior angles are equal. Which were the alternate interior angles? 3 and 5. These. Okay. So angle 3 is equal to angle 5, and then 4 and 6. Angle 4 is equal to angle 6. Next one, the interior angles on the same side of the transversal are always supplementary. So I am talking of co-interior angles. Okay. So co-interior angles means interior angles on the same side of transversal means 4 and 5. So these two angles are supplementary. That means angle 4 plus 5 sum is always equal to 180 degree. Which is the next pair? 3 and 6. Similarly, angle 3 plus angle 6 is always equal to 180 degrees. The last relation is vertically opposite angles are equal. In the previous video, I told you which are the vertically opposite angles. So if this is a line and this is a line, then this vertically opposite angles are equal. So we will extend this on in this picture. So the vertically opposite angles are 2 and 4, 1 and 3. So angle 1 is equal to angle 3, angle 2 is equal to angle 4, and then 5 and 7. Angle 5 is equal to angle 7 and angle 6 is equal to angle 8. So these are the relations when two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal. My next video will be on the practice questions of all the concepts we have covered so far. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.